All right, here we go. Welcome back. It's been a hot minute or 6 months.
6 months.
This is the Lift Collective podcast. And we, in normal fashion, are very prepared.
As always.
But we are doing this in between a workout and Angel's next patient.
Yes.
So we're going to hammer this out. What's first?
Where have we been?
Wow.
Why did we take such a long break?
Yeah.
Any updates? Life, business, challenges, wins from the last 6 months?
Well, if I remember correctly, last time I cried on this podcast, so hopefully there's no tears this time.
No, you need that because people are looking for that.
I guess the biggest thing in the last 6 months is our team grew significantly.
Yeah.
We're now at 3 trainers. We would have been at 4, but we have one moving away to the Netherlands. It's a sad day to lose Toby because she was amazing.
We love Toby.
But she will still be within the Lyft community in the sense of still training online with me, still training online one of my clients, and we'll also do some online yoga classes for us, so stay tuned for updates on that. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's one of those things where it's inevitable that people will come and go.
Yeah.
And funny enough, we were just chatting with our newest hire about people leaving places, and the weirdest thing is when the owner gets physically, emotionally, and every other aura
spiritually,
that you can think of, angry.
They're just really hurt by it.
Yeah, like you're the worst person in the world for leaving their business, but at the end of the day, you can't control what other people are doing.
No.
And if there's a better opportunity out there, you should be happy for the person. And if you're really angry that your contractor, employee, front desk, whoever it is leaving, it might be the reflection of yourself, and you're actually mad at yourself, but you're taking out your emotions on other people because that makes you feel better. But that can be a whole nother podcast, you know? Let's talk about us. Let's talk about Lyft. So we have definitely grown quickly, which is great. I'm always the type of person where if I invest time into something that I truly believe in, it's one of those things where it's kind of easy. Not easy, like it's hard, but like it
comes naturally.
Yeah.
It's not like we still work hard at it, but you're not like draining yourself to do it.
Yeah. So I guess like the big change would be how I kind of changed the business model.
A little bit.
Whereas before we really wanted to find other trainers that are looking for a home base. And it's still true today, but I would say it's more so changed a little bit in the sense that the people working here want to work with me. They want to learn from me, and I want to teach them, and I want them to be as good or even better than me.
Yeah.
Ideally better, because I think they all will surpass my capacity a lot faster than how long it took me to get to where I am today. And then that builds a sense of community, because if I ever get sick, go away, my entire client load can now be passed on to my 3 trainers. And I know that I trust, because there's a lot of funky stuff out there, and it's hard to find good people. And I feel very blessed and fortunate for everyone on our team. Like, they're all so amazing, and we all fit really well together. And I would say the biggest thing that they all 3 of them have that is very hard to find, not only in this industry, but in business in general, is the willingness to learn, even if you've been doing it for a few years. Like, the fact that they want to stay here longer than they need to, the fact that they want to get better and not are complacent or like fine with whatever they have. So I don't know how I landed these 3 amazing individuals.
Well, the nice thing, so 2 of them are your past mentors or mentees.
Mentees, yes.
Yeah, you've kind of like helped them from the beginning of their career, and then when we finally built Lyft, it was just like, hey, it's time to reap what I've been sowing, right?
Yeah.
So you help them grow in their career. Like some of them are still early in their career. Some of them are like a little bit further in, but they all have different backgrounds and have different expertise or just like interests. And so like I like what you said about how you want them to be like you or maybe better, and they will be because they have their own strengths as well. So I like that. I love our team, and I love that you kind of got to see them from their early moments, and you kind of help them to be where they're at. And now you're continuing that because you're continuing to offer your courses and everything that you want to like help them to be not more like you, but to have that a way to replicate you, because that's who is coming to see you at Lift. Like people are interested in your training.
Yes.
And so that's the biggest thing. And not that like we want to just replicate you, obviously. Like it's not you, it's how you train. It's how you're presenting yourself to your clients. And that's the most important thing. And that's why people keep coming back to you, even people who you haven't seen in like
12 years.
Yeah, it's crazy. They just call you up and say, "Hey, you still training? I'm looking forward to training again."
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Well, I think the other thing of why we've grown so much, and this took a while for me to grasp, is I think a lot of business owners get into business because they want more, which I totally get, but then that kind of steers them the wrong direction where they want more for themselves. So hiring these 3 amazing trainers, I sincerely want them to win so bad. Like I'm putting their career and success ahead of mine. But in the reverse, like if I do that, that's going to improve the business. So if I spend extra time chatting with my staff, spend extra time taking them through courses, spend extra time giving them like some insight to whatever they're going through in their career, that's eventually going to come back to me. And even all my clients who have trained with all of them, they're amazing. And even like my clients where I'm like, oh, I don't know if they're going to get along with anybody else, and they were like, they were amazing. I'm like, well, yeah, I know, like they are. So
I chose them.
I
raised them.
But it's cool to see us grow. Even from the naturopathic side too, because not only is your practice growing, you've had, a whole kind of shift into more acupuncture, which you didn't really think that would kind of happen, but now it's kind of your bread and butter. So I'd be kind of curious if you could chat about your practice and the extension of Lift on the medical side.
It's really interesting because now we're getting to the point where some of your clients are like looking to be like, hey, so what is Angel doing over there in that room? And then they come to see me and like, I didn't realize that my practice was going to shift into this way, but a lot of them really needs nervous system support. And I didn't know that that's where it was going to go, but it makes a lot of sense. Everything that we do relies on if your nervous system is functioning well. If you're constantly running on adrenaline or whatever that is, anything that you do within Lift, whether that's working out on all that stuff and recovery, nothing is going to kind of get back to what it needs to if your nervous system isn't doing what it needs to do. And so it's fallen into that where I've seen a lot of like patients now who are clients of yours who are kind of like being referred to for acupuncture, but also a lot of the people who are coming to see me now, I don't know, maybe because of my posts, because I've been doing that, a lot of people are just kind of searching for that. You know what? I am burnt out. I am constantly tired and I feel like I'm always wired. I don't know what to do. And that's where acupuncture has been really helpful for them. Actually, it's a combination of acupuncture and botanical medicine. Those are the two that are like really driving people's like success. And like I love hearing people go, oh my God, acupuncture, is it normal that I can feel it right away? Or like after the first session I felt serene. And I'm just like, I mean, yeah, maybe not right away, but like some people are just so open. And that's the best part about it too, is if people are really open and very into what they're doing, of course they're going to get better because they believe in it and they're bought in. But sometimes if it's like a referral or somebody told them to come in or a spouse told them to come in or like somebody's just been telling you to try it, maybe it won't work, but it doesn't mean that it won't. It just means you need to come in for longer and do more of your acupuncture. So yeah, it's been really interesting how it shifted that way, and I'm looking forward to seeing how it shifts more in the future. I mean, right now it's very nervous system based, but then actually, usually what happens is we focus on nervous system stuff, and everything starts to calm down, and they feel better, and they realize that, you know what, now that all the noise up in my head is kind of starting to come down, other things are starting to show up, like digestion, which is usually the next thing that happens. And so the like batch of patients that I'm seeing that are now starting to come down from all their like adrenaline fueled like things, a lot of digestive stuff is now starting to come up, which is really cool because I like digestive stuff too.
It complements the gym very well. Because a conversation I have with clients all the time is their nervous system, in a sense that in the fitness industry, a lot of people just assume that you have endless amounts of energy, that every workout has to be the most extreme, high intensity, whatever. But that does not exist, right? People will go on Instagram or TikTok or whatever it is and see little clips of really fit people giving their like hardest workout, and then in their mind they're like, that's what I need to do. But in reality, if you're already depleted and on top of that trying to like shit kick yourself every workout, you're gonna run out of steam really fast. And like I can see it from a Kinstretch point of view, where if I'm training someone and we're doing pails and rails and I'm asking you to push your ankle into my hand as hard as possible, and I'm getting like this, and normally it's like, oh crap, I need to brace. Now I know that your nervous system's not really firing the way it should, right? Like there's a reason why we have things like HRV that can literally tell you if you're ready or not to actually give your all. And most of the time when people start tracking HRV, because we have Oura Rings, Apple Watches, it's like super low and they're like, I don't know what's wrong. It's like, we have a lot of things to uncover. But even on the naturopathic side, like growing into having another practitioner, Dr. Derek, providing IV therapy for us is like huge. It's awesome to have. And it's like starting to pick up because we're getting more interest and just curious to see how that's going to go. And like, it's nice having that aspect of naturopathic medicine where people need a little extra boost, or like you're dealing with a concussion and you need like treatment from that. Like a lot of people don't know there's IVs that can help concussion symptoms or head injuries, whatever it is. But I'm kind of excited to see where the naturopathic side goes, because we're so focused on the training side, and like now the training side of things are tapping into the naturopathic thing, and eventually, like again, 6 months from now, if we have another episode, we're gonna be like, oh my god, like this is like crazy. But it's
maybe we opened up another location.
Which, by the way, is my goal. And it's so funny because like I'm always the type of person where I'm thinking so long term, and if the way things are going, because we've grown not only so much in the last 6 months, but if you look at our 1 year mark, which is coming up pretty soon, like September 2nd will be 1 year since I've trained my first client here at Lyft, it's changed drastically. So if we have the same amount of growth, and sure, every business in the beginning, there's this huge peak and then it kind of levels off and sometimes dips. But if it continues even 40% of what we were doing, we could be in a position where we're looking at a second location, which is great because we want to help more people. We want to mentor more trainers. We want to improve the industry as a whole. So the other thing I guess we've also done is some corporate stuff too. We did a corporate Kinstretch class for an RMT clinic. We did a corporate yoga class for an equine clinic, which was super cool. And that's a whole nother realm that we can also do for your business, like anyone locally or any like group really. And I think now that we have more trainers and more offerings, we can probably do more group things, more group fitness.
I mean, like we haven't even tapped into like the naturopathic side of that too, because like now that we have Dr. Derek coming in for IVs, like that could be like, we can do like a switch off of like, if you want like a wellness retreat for your staff.
Yep.
I could be doing some portions of getting acupuncture for your staff, and then Dr. Derek can do half of them are getting IVs and switch off, and more things too. Like depends on what you want. There's like a whole list and packages of ways we can like put things together.
Yeah.
So I think that'd be really cool. And if you're interested, let us know.
Yeah. Trying to think what else kind of evolved, but even the way things have changed, I always go back to, again, Walt Disney. Where
should I get the tissues ready?
Yeah, he had a saying that with the park like opening, he said it's never going to be finished because it's always going to grow and change.
Yeah.
And I kind of look at our business the same way, where it's always going to grow. Like I always want to do things. I'll like look at a corner and I'm like, I want to change that. Like the fact that there's this light behind me, whereas 6 months ago there wasn't a light, right?
Yeah.
Like little things like that play a huge role in how your business will change and evolve. Like we're gonna have a front desk being built pretty soon in this upcoming month. We're gonna have a little bit more front desk support in the upcoming future. We're eventually gonna hire another person. We're gonna eventually look for other practitioners. Like there's just so much potential for everything.
I think the cool thing too is like people are now kind of approaching to see if they can host events here.
Yep.
That would be like, I mean, that, again, we're open to having that because why not? And this is a community that we're trying to build here. So.
Yeah. I think that like the other one that we had too is the sound bath, which was super cool.
Right.
Like I can't, how many people ended up coming to that? 15, 14,
something like that.
Right? So like our space is big, but not big. It's big in the sense that it's like long.
Yeah.
So you have a lot of floor space. So yeah, we hosted a sound bath with a person from like Vancouver that wanted to get into the Langley market.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
We've been approached by like a counselor to do a talk. Like there's so much stuff that we can do.
Yeah. And we're open to.
Yeah, and I think that's what we need more of. Because at the end of the day, if we're not supporting each other, we're not going to help people. Because if you really think about fitness and health, like you're there to help people. But for some reason, when people get into health and fitness, you're like against the other people out there doing the same thing, which makes no sense.
Yeah.
Like this industry is small. Eventually, down the road, you're going to cross paths. And if you have like negativity towards each other, it's not going to really work out to your favor. So I'm always looking to network, make connections, because you never know what's going to happen. Like you could meet someone at the park one day and find out that they're a chiropractor and they just started, and you're like, yeah, I got a place called Lift, like it's super cool, whatever. And they're like, oh, that sounds awesome. And then like 3 years go by, that same chiropractor has a full practice and they're looking to switch up, and they're like, oh, who do I know? And they'll maybe contact me or somebody else. Or you now have a referral because you know, you've follow each other on Instagram. You see that chiropractor doing cool things. You start sending your client, your patient, whoever, and like you never know. So I don't know, it sounds corny. Like just be kind to others. Who would have thought?
That's like the bare minimum.
You know,
right?
like who would have thought? Like, because you never know what's going to like come back to you.
Yeah.
And it's, I don't know. I just believe in building things and not just tearing people apart.
Well, we have too much history of that, and so that's what we want to avoid in our own business.
Yeah, like the fitness industry. I would also say the health industry in the whole. Like, there's a lot of stuff behind the scenes that you don't get to see that can tear down the people who work for them, right? They'll give you the whole like, here's a little carrot. It's all nice. Here you go. And then when things don't go their way, they take that right away and they become a whole other person. And you're like, I didn't know that I was signing up for this.
Yeah.
But then that is now the norm. So everywhere you go is pretty terrible. And even the client today I was training, it was like our busiest hour. And I can't remember what she said exactly, but she's like, no, you built a really good place here and all the people that work here is great. And I told her, well, I've been in this industry for 15 years and worked for a lot of different people, and I just saw all the stuff I didn't like.
Yeah.
And it was like so plain to see. And even if you brought it up, no one cared. They were like, that's just how it is.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if I ever have my own place, it's never going to be like this or that and that.
Yeah.
And then I opened this place, and out of nowhere, everyone's like, oh, this place is awesome. This is an awesome community. And like, even clients where they post their workouts and they have this in the background, everyone's like, oh, that's a cool place. Like, where is that? Like, people are interested.
Yeah.
Because typically gyms are either really, really good or like pretty terrible, but you just put up with it.
Yeah.
So I am doing everything in my power to make a welcoming environment where you feel safe. Because for the most part, like, gyms are very intimidating, and if you want to truly help people, market to the people that are not fit rather than marketing to the people who are already fit, who probably have a high expectation of where they want to go train, and they'll most likely not stay loyal to you because they're going to jump everywhere. But if you have someone brand new with an injury that's intimidated in fitness and health in general, and you bring them into a place like this, they can finally thrive, and they're going to tell everybody about it, and now they become your walking billboard. It's not like rocket science, but how are we on time? 21 minutes. Let's maybe wrap it up. But do you have any?
I have a good closing question for each of us, Sam.
Sure.
Okay. If you could get every listener to focus on just one thing over the next month, what would it be from your perspective?
Easy. Controlled articular rotations. So literally every single person that comes to me, I always tell them, like, once we go through our first session, I'm going to start giving you homework. And then I tell them, if I had to give one piece of homework where like anyone in the entire world should do, is the CARS routine. Literally moving every single joint through your body, through its full range of motion daily. I always tell them, if you did this once a day, 5 reps per joint, maybe it's going to take you 10 minutes max per day. In 1 month, you will feel completely different.
Yeah.
Because when you think about it, our bodies are designed to move. Yeah. When we stop moving, bad things happen. So why not just move more? But now you have intentional movement and not just like, I'm going to do jumping jacks and hope for the best. So I always give that as my first piece of homework, and it's like on my YouTube page for free, like literally the CARS routine tutorial and then the CARS routine where you follow me along. Yeah. And I give that to every single client, and I will literally see who's actually doing their homework, because I can tell whose shoulder CARS are good, or like it looks like it's the first time you've done them. Yeah. But the clients who actually do their homework, they'll literally tell me stories that they're waiting at Starbucks for their like drink, and they're like doing shoulder CARS and hitting the people behind them. And I'm like, you got to watch out. But yeah, that's awesome. But that would be my piece of advice. Yeah.
For me, I would, I'm going to say it just because almost all of my patients that I see, if I can get you to have breakfast, eat within an hour of waking, that will be amazing for your health. You won't get that like 12 to 2 p.m. crash because all of a sudden you only had your first meal at like 10 p.m. or 10 a.m. and then all of a sudden your body's going, oh, finally we have food. And then that spike of blood sugar crashes because, you know, you didn't have enough to sustain yourself in the morning. And so eating within the first hour of waking also really helps with your, reestablishing your circadian rhythm. It wakes up your body, tells your body, okay, we're safe, we're getting food now, we're not running on survival mode, we don't have to, conserve everything. And so it tells your body that you're safe, you're getting nutrition like from when you need it. It'll help sustain you until you have your next lunch or your next meal, so then you are sustained throughout the day and your blood sugar is not constantly going up and down all day, which is exhausting for your body to continue. And so I don't care what it is. At first, if you're not currently eating breakfast, I don't care what you eat something. Mm-hmm. If you're already built that habit of like eating something, then maybe something protein forward would be great. Something with fiber, great. It doesn't have to be a full meal. You don't have to have the eggs and the hash browns and like all those things. Like, have something to get your body ready and open for the day, and then build on that. That's the most important thing, right? like start off with like a habit, work on that for like a couple weeks. Once that's ingrained in you, then start changing it, because people go straight to, oh, I need to have breakfast. Okay, I'm gonna have 2 eggs, a slice of toast, with butter and jam and like some fruit and like granola, and like that's too much from when your body hasn't done that yet. Plus, your body's not going to be happy with that quick change. You need something smaller that is going to sustain you and that you can continue to do as a habit every day. So eat your breakfast so that you don't have so you don't get the hangry, and then you don't get the crash in the middle of the day, and then you have a headache and you're feeling dizzy. You don't want all of that. Have your breakfast. If you can have protein, that'd be great. Even a protein shake, I don't care, but have something for breakfast and then eventually make it better. You don't have to start to be perfect. It's just continuing to be consistent.
Nice. Well, I think that's a good place to end.
Yeah.
If you want to learn more, check out our website, check out our Instagram, and better yet, just book in with one of us. For me, the functional range assessment to give you a baseline of what's going on in your body. For you, your initial visit.
Yeah. Or come in for acupuncture. That'd be fun.
That would be also pretty awesome. And then if you have any questions, leave a comment, reach out. We'd love to hear from you. And
Till next time. Hopefully not 6 months, but we'll see.
Let's do it 3 months.
Let's
Here
try.
we go.
That's the goal.